multiple values are available. Yes, why I am taking object as a return type? Because my method should return all these values as a output for the user. When your method want to return multiple values, take object as a return type. When your method want to take multiple values as an input, take object as a parameter. Samjha? Not able to understand? Understood? So why I am taking here why I am taking one parameter for the method and object as a return type? Why my method taking one value as a parameter, object as a return type? My method is expecting single input, but it is giving multiple values as a output. When you want to represent multiple values, you have to go for class and object. Got it? So now, can I say like this? Is this valid now? Write a Java method which will give person object with data. Yes, I am taking a method called get. Method name can be anything. Method name can be anything. Can I write like this also? Get person data or get person? Can I call it as a get person? Yes, get person. What it is returning? What is returning? Person object. What is the meaning of returning a person object? It is giving multiple values. I created a person object. I am storing the data in the person object. I am returning the person object. Whoever call this method, they will get my person object. Got it? Can we write the program for this? Yes, good. Remove everything. Okay. Yes. I have a driver class. I have a person class. I want to write a method to get the person. Method only to get the person. Method not taking anything. Method is not taking anything. Method should give me only output. Method should give me only output. Now, see this. What is the return type? Person. What is the method? Get a person. Get a person. So, now can you tell me, method having any parameter? Method having any parameter? No. Method having any return type? Method having any return type? What is the return type of the method? Person. That means what my method returning? Person object. Why it is returning object? Person is having multiple values. To return multiple values in the single shot, I am taking object as a return type. Getting that? People faces are looking dull. Now, you understand why people will drop from the Java once oops started? I told you one story. People will join Java. Once oops started, half of the strength will drop. Why? Because array, class, variable, method, object, parameter, return type. क्या चल रहा है भाई? दिमाग खराब. So many people, most of the people will drop from the Java course once oops started, because oops are little confusing. When it is easy, when you do more and more practice, it is easy. Now tell me, if you know the oops, is there anything else available? Is there anything else available? कुछ भी नहीं. Method is there, object is there, variables are there, control statements are there, object creating, calling the methods, passing the input, taking the output. That's it. That is programming. Oops. Without knowing the oops, you cannot write the programs. Oops are very important. Oops. Yes. Person P is equal to new person. What I have done now? I created object. When I create object, what will happen? Memory will be allocated. When I create the object, memory will be allocated. Okay. Now, P dot ID. Can I store some value? ID is equal to 101. P dot name is equal to dot name is equal to some name. Now p dot age is equal to some value. Then what I need to return? Return p. What is the meaning of return p? Object I am returning. My method is returning a object. Is it valid syntax? Yes. I am having a get person method. That method is creating the object and storing the data in the object and returning the object. Got it? Any confusion? Now, can I run this program? Is there any main method? Then how can we run? Is there any main method available? No. Can I run that program? No. I need to write a main method. Can I write a main method now? Yes, main method. So this method is a static method or this method is an instance method? Instance method. Can I call the instance method? What is required to call the instance method? Object. Which object? Why driver? Why not person? It is in the driver class. That get person method is available in the driver class. Driver D is equal to new driver. Driver D is equal to new driver. D dot get person. D dot get person. I am calling the method. Method is giving anything or not? Is method giving something? Method giving any output or method not giving any output? Giving output. So do you need to store that output? Simple, man. I am giving the subject. Are you storing the subject or you are not storing the subject? Where you are storing? In the brain. Now I am calling the method. Method is giving the output. Can I store the output into one variable? In which variable? Can I store int p? Can I store int p? No. Why? What that method returning? Person object. So where I need to store now? Person variable. Method is returning some object. That object I need to store into one variable. What is that variable? Person p. Variable name can be anything. You can take it as a Z also. Method is there. Method is returning the object. Whenever you call the method, you are getting the object. Method is giving the output. Whatever the simple string s is equal to Ashok IT. Ashok IT. S dot length. What is that purpose of length method? To find the length of the length. That means I am calling length method. Length method is returning what? How many characters available? Where I can store that length? Can I store that length into one variable called int? Int I is equal to s dot length. What is the meaning of int I? Whatever the value is giving by the method, I am storing into a variable. I am calling the method giving me some output. That output I am storing into one variable. So what is the return type of the length method? Can you see? What is the return type of the length method? Int. That's why I am storing the length method output into a variable which is belongs to int type. Now what is the return type of the get person? What is the return type of get person? Person object. So can I store into person variable like this? Yes or no? So I am calling the method. I am getting the object. Object I am storing into a variable. Yesterday what happened? Yesterday method expected object as a input. Yesterday method expected object as a input. But today what happened? Method expecting input or method is giving output? Method not expecting anything. It is just giving the output. You call the method, it will give the output. You store that output into a variable. That is called calling the method and storing the output. I am calling the method, it is giving the output. Output I am storing into one variable. What is the data type of the variable? What is the data type of the variable? Person. Now I got the person object. Can I get the data from the object now? System.out.println sp.id. P.id as p.name. Then p. dot age. That's it. Look at this. Don't talk, just understand the code. Method name can be anything, man. I can write the method name as M1 also. Call the M1. That's it. Method name can be anything, na? You need to understand what is the parameter of the method, what is the return type of the method. That's it. Any questions, anyone? Huh? Okay. Take your own time. Yes, it is creating the object, it is setting the data, it is returning the object. Because whenever you are calling the method, you have to supply the input for the method, na? That's why we created the object in the main method, we supplied as input. Abhi, this method is expecting an input, then why to create the object in the main? Got it? Whenever you are calling a method, if it is expecting input as an object, you create the object, you pass the object as a parameter wherever you are calling the method. But now, is my method expecting an input? No. That method you just call, it will give the data. No problem. But to return from, what is the concept today? When to take object as a return type. Okay, I'm taking object as a return type of the method. Now, can you guys write one logic? Yes. Yep. Write the Java program. Write a Java method to return college data. College data. I mean to say college ID, college name. That's it. Write a Java method to return college data. College data means name of the college, ID of the college. That's it. Two variables. Write a Java method to return college data. Online people, I'm seeing your chat, man. Yogesh, I can see that. Try the requirement. Write a Java method to return college data. Already I have written the method to return the person data. Now you need to write a method to return college data. Do that. Yogesh and Roshani, do that. Write a Java method to return college data. College data in the sense, name of the college, ID of the college. Inside the I am creating the object and I am returning the object. What is my method return type? College. Then I have taken a main method. I have taken a main method. Driver D is equal to new driver. What is the meaning of driver D is equal to new driver? Creating the object. Then what I am doing? D dot M1. I am calling the method. When I call the method, what happened? Method is returning object. Can I store the object into a variable? Yes. Once I got the object, can I print the data of the object? Yes. Now let me run this program. When I run this program, am I able to get the college data? Yes, I'm able to get the college data. Method is giving the object. This is what. Got it? Fine. College data, new college, return the college, and the main method driver D college is equal to dr. D dot M1, D dot data. D dot data. You need to call the method. You need to call the method. Yes. There you need to call the method. Data method. There only. D dot M1. D dot data. What is your method name? Where is the method? You call it. Here how I am calling the method. No. D dot data. Your method name is data. You can do that anywhere. You can do that anywhere. Yogesh, tomorrow I will clarify your doubt, man. Because in the last time we have taken the method, that method expected input. Last time method expected input. That's why inside the driver class we are initializing the data, we are passing. But this time my method is not expecting any input. My method directly giving the output. That's why inside the method, which method is giving the output, that method only creating the object, that method only initializing the variable, that method only returning the object. Why you need to initialize in the main method? Not required. Because M1 method not expecting any input. If M1 method expecting some input, then you need to initialize and you need to pass the object as input. But now the requirement is just to get the output from the method. That's why I'm not creating the college object in the main method. Got it? Clear for all of you? Yeah. Anybody not able to understand the return type as the object? When to take return type as a object? When our method wants to return more than one value. When our method wants to return more than one value, then we will take object as a return type. When to take object as a parameter? When we have multiple values to take as input, then object as a parameter. When method want to return multiple values, then object as a return type. Got it? Now, can I check your IQ? Can I give one logical requirement now? Ready? Ready or no? Ready. Ready or not ready? Always ready? Yes. Perfect. Now, guys, come on. Ready? Okay. See here, I'm telling you first. I am representing first Raju data. Raju data. How I am representing Raju data? ID is 101, name is Raju, age is 30. Is that okay? Logical requirement I am giving now. This is Raju data. Raju ID is 101, name is Raju, age is 30. Now let me take Rani data. Age, ID is 102, name is Rani, age is 32. Okay? Now, first there are two persons available. Person data, Raju, ID 101, name is Raju, age is 30. Now let's take Rani. ID is 102, name is Rani, age is 32. So one value available or multiple values available? Multiple values are available. Now the requirement is write a Java method. Write a Java method. Observe, listen the requirement, man. Write a Java method which will take ID as input, If ID based on ID return person data. If ID is 101, I should get Raju data. If ID is 102, I should get Rani data. Got it? Listen once again. This is the data of the Raju. This is the data of the Rani. Write a Java method which will take ID as a input. That means based on the ID, your method should return the data. That means method should take some input, method should give some output. If I give input as 101, I should get Raju data. If I give input as 102, I should get Rani data. Understood? 5 minutes time. Try. The Rani. My method is expecting integer ID. That means my method is taking some input. My method is giving some output. Why I am taking input as ID? Only I need single value as a input. Why I am taking person as a output? Multiple values, ID, name, age. So my method name is M1, method parameter is ID, method return type is object. Okay, now I will create person P is equal to new person. What is this? Person P is equal to new person. Can I return person object? Yes. Now person P is equal to new person. I am returning person object. But what data? If ID equal to 101, if ID equal to 101, then what I will do? P dot ID is equal to 101. P dot name is equal to Raju. P dot age is equal to 30. Got it? Yes or no? Now, else if ID double equals to 102. If ID double equals to 102, then what I will do? P dot ID is equal to 102. P dot name is equal to Rani. P dot name is equal to Rani. P dot age is equal to 30. That's it. My earlier we are directly returning one person data, but now based on some condition we are returning the data. Able to understand? Look at the code. Confusion लग रहा है? हाँ. Read this method. Look at that method. Method. First we have studied method with only parameter. Then we have studied method with only return type. Now we have taken method with parameter and return type. Good requirement? Method with parameter and return type. Guys, it is not simple. You are learning one language. You have to work hard. Simple. Your mother tongue is Hindi. If you want to speak in Chinese, is it easy? Every word you have to learn. Okay. Now there are some people from north. If you want to speak in Telugu, very difficult, because that is a different language. That is a different language. So whenever you are learning language, you have to keep lot of efforts. Now for Telugu people, speaking in Hindi is difficult because that is a different language. Now you know Telugu or Hindi or English. Now you are learning Java. It is one language. So initially it will be difficult. Understood? After I am writing the code, it is easy. But when you try to do it for first time, you are not getting the idea what to write, what to do. So that analysis you need to improve. Huh? Yes. Now we need to write. This is main logic. This is the logic. Logic implementation. Abhishek, you have written 2 methods. Not required. ये भी सही है. देखो, Satya Raut has implemented this in a different way. His logic is also correct. दो ऑब्जेक्ट को इनिशियलाइज किया, but he is returning the object based on condition. That is also right. That is also right. There are multiple ways to do that. But in this program, unnecessarily is creating 2 objects. Memory waste. Unnecessarily is creating 2 objects. We can do with 1 object. Satya, logic is correct but not recommended. क्यों? Unnecessarily 2 object. ये बंदा बहुत लंबा प्रोग्राम लिखा है. ये कौन है भाई? बलम चरण. Return college data is equal to new college data. He is creating college object. He is taking the man. He already completed his core Java. He is taking the ID also from the keyboard. Yeah, that's also correct. It's correct. Balam Charan, your logic is also correct. You are taking the ID. Some people who already doing my JRTP, they are coming to core Java. They want to see how Ashok is teaching core Java. Completed now? Now, can I call this method? Can I call this method? How to call this method? Let's go for main method. Now, driver D is equal to new driver D dot M1. I'm passing 101. What is the return type? Person object. Which person? Based on the ID. If I pass ID as 101, I will get Raju data. If I pass 102, I will get the Rani data. So here, I'm going to print system.out.println person.id plus person.name. That's it. Run this program. Which data I am getting? Raju data. If I give 102, which data I will get? Rani data. Got it? So observe the logic. First I have a person class. My person class representing ID and name and age. Now I have asked you to write a Java method which will take ID as an input. If ID is 101, then method should return Raju object. If ID is 102, method should return Rani object. See here. In this method M1, logically I am initializing the object. If I get the ID input, method is expecting an input. Why method is taking input? Based on that input only, it has to return the data. Method having input, method having output. If input is 101, I'm creating the person object because for Raju or for Rani, object is required. I created person object. If ID is equal to 101, what is this? I'm checking the condition. Condition I'm checking by using if. If ID double equals to 101, that means whatever the ID I am getting, if ID is equals to 101, I am initializing the person object with Raju data. If not, else if ID is equal to 102, I am initializing the object with Rani data. Suppose if I call this with 103, what is the output? Nothing. Index out of bound. Common sense. Common sense you have to apply. If I pass M1 of 103, it will go to M1 method. In the M1 method, what is the input I am passing? 103. Then person object is creating or not? When the person object is created, variables will be initialized with the default value. After that, it will check the condition. Satisfying, not satisfying. Satisfying, not satisfying. Return P. What is there in the P? Default values are available. Why it will give index out of bound? Why it will give error? Run the program. 0 and null value. Default value. Why default value? Because my object is created already. We already discussed what will happen when the object is created. Variables will be initialized with the default value. After default values are initialized, am I re-initializing the variable? No. When the ID is 103, this condition not satisfied, this condition also not satisfied. Then what values will be available for the variables? Default value. For ID, default value will be 0. For the name, default value will be null. For age, default value will be 0. If I pass 101, then what will happen? It will go to this M1 method. I am calling d.m1 101. What it will do? It will go to M1 method. Person object created. Variables are initialized with the default value. 101 satisfied. Then I am re-initializing the variable. Person object will contain a Raju data. Then it will return the Raju object. If I pass 102, person object created, initialized with the default value. Condition checking, not satisfied. Second condition, satisfied. Initializing with the Rani data. Returning the object with the Rani data. If I pass 120, it will call the M1. Person object created. Default values for the variable. Condition satisfied? No. Condition satisfied? No. Then return P. What is there in the P? Default value. That's it. Got it? Based on 101, I am returning Raju. Based on 102, I am returning Rani. If you pass anything other than 101 or 102, object will have default values. Got it? Yes. You know the methods. You know the method parameter. You know the method return type. But when I give the task, you are not able to do. That means coding problem, analysis problem. Analysis problem. Analysis problem. You have to do the proper analysis. Okay. Now, can I give one more requirement? Write a Java method which will return. Write a Java method which will return player data. Player data. Write a Java method which will return player data. ठीक है. ID, age, name. Yes. Write a Java method. Write a Java method which will return player data based on player ID. Okay. Write a Java method which will return player data based on player ID. Player data means ID, name, age. If ID is 7, I want to get the data of Dhoni. Dhoni का नंबर क्या है? 7. हाँ. And next one, कोहली का 18. Yeah. If the ID is 18, then you need to return कोहली. पांड्या का उसका रहने दो. रोहित शर्मा 45. हाँ ठीक है, देखो 45. इसका नाम रोहित शर्मा. हाँ. You need to write this, man. Write a Java method which will return player data, cricket player data, based on the player number. Player number. Player data means I want ID, name and age. If player number is 7, I want to get Dhoni data. If player number is 18, I want to get Kohli data. If player number is 45, I want to get Rohit Sharma data. Good. 33 Pandya, ठीक है. Satya, I have given one more scenario. हाँ? क्या बोला? Kunal Pandya, Hardik Pandya. How many people watch cricket? Waste of time, man. Waste of time. Actually, last time I think India cricket match happened, and next day I came to know that yesterday there is a India-Pakistan match. India won. I came to know of next day. Did I lose anything? कुछ भी. Waste of time. Watching the cricket is waste of time. Indian youth wasting their time by watching the cricket, football and all. आपको कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. Nothing. Instead of watching the cricket, football, learn Java. Java will give you job. 50,000 salary, 1 lakh salary. Have you seen today? Today, have you seen today? 4 people got the jobs. I got the poster today. JSTP. Today, 4 people got the jobs. Poster is ready. $17.5, 13.6 and 7.5. JRTP. This guy is having some genuine experience. He is having experience already. हाँ, बेंच में मिला था उसको. हाँ. These people got the jobs in the. Today I came to know that these people got the jobs. 6 महीने लगेगा. Monthly, on an average, 100 to 150 people are getting placed from our institute. Monthly. अरे यार, I will wait for another 1 week. Otherwise, I will only teach module 2 also. Quality. पूरा इंस्टीट्यूट कोलैप्स हो जाएगा. So I have more responsibility.